Now that we have created a new view for our properties in the real estate, I will tell you how to customize the view. So let's start. Now this is the properties view in which each content is shown like this. This is content 1, plot for sale, house for sale, house for rent, house for sale. And if I click on any of the content, details will be displayed like this. Now let me go to the structure, and then in the structure I will go to the views, and in the views I will select the properties view, and then I will select edit. Now objective of editing or customizing this view is to have the properties listed in a grid form. So we have this view, and so I will come to the format, and in the format, if you see, we have the format as unformatted list. If I open it in another window, it is an unformatted list. Now I want to convert this view into a grid view. So over here I will go to this, I'll select the unformatted list, and these are different options for the view. So I will select responsive grid and then select apply. Now over here there are different options. The first one is maximum number of columns. So instead of 4, I will select 3. And then the minimum grid cell width is 100 pixels. I will leave all these as default and click on apply. When I come to the preview, it will be previewed like this. So we have a title, then we have submitted by, and then we click on the read more, it will give us more information. But I want to have maximum fields in this grid. So what I will do, I will go to the content, and from the content I will select the fields, and then I will apply it. I will leave everything as default, click on apply, and if you see over here, this fields is now enabled, and the content shows only one information, and that is the title. And this is how the grid will look like. We have only one field displayed in the grid, and that is the title. So let me add another field. For example, I will add the field address. I will say add and configure field. Now in the field there are different options. I will say create a label to display a label. The formatter is a plain text. You can give it any format from this list. The style, you can also select the style. You can also rewrite the results and so on. So let me create a label for it, and the label is address, for example. Place a colon after the label. Let me see how it looks like. So it is the label, and it is the address field displayed over here. Let me change this field. Let me exclude the label. Click on apply and see what happens. You see there is no address written over here. So I will check it again. I will create a label and will say address and don't want to have a colon. The formatter is any, for example, I will say username, and let me check it. So here it is. Now I will add other feeds as well. So I will click on add, and I will select the feed from the list. So I will select advertisement date, area, bathrooms, bedrooms, photos, price, property type, don't want to select the status, title is already selected, changed, ID. So these are all the feeds that I want. Let me revisit again. That's it. I will say add and configure. Sorry, this is, I selected the wrong, I selected filter. I don't need to add filters, but the feeds. So in the feeds, I will say add date. Address is already there. Then the area, bathrooms, bedrooms, contact number, covered area, photos, price, and that's it. I will say add and configure field. So formatter is, this is for the content add date. So the date format, I will select the medium format, default medium format. It is already selected. Style settings is use feed template. I will leave it to the default. Then I will say create a label, and in the label I will say add date or advertisement date. Apply and continue. The second one is a content area in Marla. So I will say area in Marla. Apply and continue. And then I will say create a label for the bathrooms. And then create a label for the bedrooms. Apply and continue. Contact number. And then covered area. And then the photos. For photos I don't need any label. And for the price I need a label, so I will say price. Apply. Now if I come down, here is the properties listed. Here it is. Now there is one thing that we need to add, that if we write address over here, the address is displayed on the next line, and similarly the label is displayed on the top, and then the date is displayed downwards, we need it in the same line. So let us check how can we do it. Now, for example, let me check in the address, and if I remove this, no, it's not like this. We can also rearrange the fields. For example, if you want to display the photo just after the title, we will go to the fields and click on rearrange. So here is the photo. I will put it at the top after the title and click on apply. So here it comes. Now if you want to change the date to the date format, you can go to the configuration and then go to the date and time formats, and in the medium format I will change the default medium format to DMY. So when we come back to the site and we click on the properties, I didn't save the view. Oops, I have to do it again. I will save it and go to the properties, and here it is. So we have a new view of our properties. Now the next step will be to group the properties according to their type. This is for example, we will separate the residential properties from the rental, from the commercial properties, and we will have different tabs. As we have in the structure, we have different property types. So based on these property types, we will group the properties in different categories. So in the next video, I will tell you how to group these properties.